Good morning, lovelies. He said from Zetster's Lab. So today I'm on a roll. I need some Gelli Plate prints on cloth because every time I work in my journal, I feel like, oh, I need to slow stitch some cloth in, and then I don't have enough cloth, enough colors, enough just beautiful prints on cloth. So today is my day. I'm a little bit more organized. I've got these big ones. Today I'm just going to work in acrylic. You know, really, I'm not going to use this as clothing to wear and wash. I'm going to use this as collages. I don't know. And perhaps if I use it as clothing, the way I do it, it actually stays in the acrylic, in the cloth very well. Because you know what? I love the idea of wetting my linen. This is linens and cottons that I have here. My charity shop finds, you know. This was a huge tablecloth. Cotton tablecloth that I bought. It's still got marks on it, dirty marks and stuff. I don't care because I am going to work over it. But I like the idea of wetting it first and then the material kind of, the acrylic paints, the paints, they're more loose on it. You know, I don't know. Let's see how it looks when I dry it, when it's dry and when it's not dry. Let's make a little experiment. So I am just gonna, I'm still with my eucalyptus leaves. I want to use the leaves. And I'm still using them. But this time I really just want the marks of the leaves. I don't want like I did with my Gelli Plate prints yesterday on my paper. I don't want scenes, you know, with people in and trees and things. This is, I just want to have marks and color and just not think, just do it. So I put blue and green on. There is my things, my leaves. This is my white piece of cloth, wet, and I am just Gelli Plate printing. So you can see it's kind of runny. You see, that is what I love. Can you see the runny effect? It's running even inside the white and around the sides. So that is why I like the wet. So this is a dry one. And I've kind of, the first layer is off already. So this is going to be looking different. But you know what? Look how beautiful that actually is. You see, dry. So try everything. Wow, this is gorgeous. Just look at this. Oh my word. So this is the second pull. You see, because it was wet, the background green, blues, they look different on this one. But this is absolutely gorgeous. So now, look how beautiful that is. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I have another print here, the ghost print or whatever they call it. Let me take another wet one. Now, remember previously when I did this, I actually washed this with inks with my acrylics. But now my hands are dirty and I'm just going for it. I don't care. I love it. One of you wrote yesterday and said, I love your fearlessness while you Gelli Plate print. You know what? I've never been like this. I did the acrylic and the palette knife thing. Remember, for absolute years. It started off with all my quasis. I don't know why my English is just the last couple of, when I'm tired, my English is kind of like airtime. I just loses it, but it will come back. But I mean, at first I started with acrylic paints and then all these type of brushes, you know. And then I went over to palette knife. But every time I created something, I had this preconceived idea of how it needs to come out, how it needs to look. It put so much pressure on me. When it didn't turn out good, I was depressed and it was just not a nice experience. Yes, when they're beautiful and they, you know, after, then I'm very happy. If they wasn't, I was depressed. And I've lost my joy and my spark with my art. And now I'm just playing with this, doing lots of new things, have no preconceived idea, or I don't care how they come out. Look at this. I had no idea and I just put 2 colors on. Let's see how it goes. And the excitement is just wonderful. So why put so much stress on us of, you know, just do it for the sake of doing it, the sake of enjoying creating. That's what I am learning. No longer I put any stress on myself. I just play. So look at that one. You see, each one is different. It depends what stage of the print you are in. Now I'm going to add other colors. As I said, I really don't want to make this difficult. I don't know what I'm going to get. I am just, this is still dirty, so I've got my yellow and my white on now. And just putting them on, putting my leaves differently, put them on differently. I have my wet one. And I'm just playing. You know, once again, I actually have no idea what I'm going to do with these Gelli Plate prints. And the awesome thing is, if you don't care how they come out, it's a wonderful way of creating, because, as I said, there's no fear involved. You cannot be depressed and discouraged at the end because you have no set plan. Look at this. So now you need to know, when this is dry, it's going to look different as well. Now look at this. Look at that beautiful. You know, I just love it. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful one. I can see it on the Gelli Plate. So let me just press this one. This is a dry one again. You see, I am now trying everything. So once again, what is my goal? My goal is just to get color and patterns onto some cloth that I can use later. Look at that beautiful scene. Ah, this is gorgeous. That I can later use on something else. I'm not sure what. So once again, as I told you, if you let that one dry now and then you add other color on, that will be gorgeous. But once again, I am not going to do that. I'm busy playing and I am loving it. So my dirty leaves I am now also putting on, once again differently. There are some other stuff there as well. I just add them. This is actually a piece of linen. I bought it also at the charity shop. These things cost about 5 rand or something. So the minute you use something that you got, or me, that I got for very cheap, I don't care to mess it up once again, you know. But when you buy a canvas and it's 800 rand, there's pressure there. So we got to let go of the pressure. We got to learn to go with the flow of what is happening. And that is the way, look at this, look at this. That is the way of just learning to enjoy life. So this one that is left here, the ghost print, is gorgeous. I'm going to take a wet one because I think that will work very nicely to get that print off. You know, my husband and I, we were talking this morning, and oh gosh, he does this. We were lying in bed. I was reading all my uplifting things, you know, all the things that really give me the strength to keep going victoriously, filled with peace and joy. I make sure I read those things, you know, but then husband lying next to me will say something. Oh, our country is now totally stuffed, or whatever you call it. The government did this or that, or, you know, and immediately I started fear rising up in me. How are we going to cope? How are we going to get through this? And the thing is, I know it's not only our country, it's worldwide. I'm not stupid. I know it's a time of real massive change, but in the change there's going to be a lot of, you know, destruction and stuff, and in order you need to break something down to build it up again, blah blah blah. I think we are all know we're in that process of breaking everything down. And I thought, you know, what can I say to him? And I said the following: you know, there's only one way that I can say, how are we going to make it? You know, how are we going to get through life? How are we going to make it? When I look into the future, I have no idea how are we going to make it, you know? And then I said, there's only one thing that I can tell you. This is how we will be able to make it. No. I said, I can only tell you how we're going to get through today. And that is by being present today. Live life today, where I find myself, filled with peace and joy, doing what I love, focusing, living only this day with the strength that I already have been given. The life is in me, the life provides me now with whatever I need. So how will I get through the rest of my life? Day by day, living it day by day, like I am getting through this day. So there's only a but, always a but then I must not allow fear of the future, or oh, this may happen, this can happen, this cannot happen, to enter into my day, because that is going to destroy and kill my day. It's going to take all the energy that I have to live my day victoriously. It's going to steal that fear. And it makes me always think of that verse or that thing that says, do not allow the enemy to enter. That enemy is fear. Do not allow the enemy to enter into your home, into my life in this moment. Do not allow fear to enter in, because it's going to steal, kill, and destroy what? The abundant life in me that I was given to live victoriously through this day. So do not allow fear of the future to enter. Just live today with what you have been given, and just enjoy it moment by moment. And then you know that, you know what, when tomorrow comes, it will also be today, and then I will also be equipped with whatever I need to get victoriously through once again today. So it's a way of life that we need to learn, and it's not easy. You need to become very rigid, actually. I don't know if that is the word, but not allow things of the future to enter into your present day. Just look at me. I am having a time of my life today because I am not allowing my mind to tell me about all these terrible things in this world and what may happen and I'm just gonna trust the life in me to lead me, guide me, and provide for me what I need to get through this day, victoriously, filled with peace and joy. Oh, look at that. You see the blue of that was on the leaves? I put the leaves with the paint on the side that was going to press onto my lappy cloth. That is where the blue is now coming in. You see? So that is how you will learn and you will grow and your things will change by just doing, by just playing. So I can also only tell you, how are you gonna get through the rest of your days in this realm? How are you gonna get through? And I'm not saying most people get through it. Oh, I got through another day, in absolute fear and devastation and just filled with pain and misery and fear and hate and resentment. That's how they get through. But that's easy. Really, that is easy. That is absolutely easy, to be so consumed with the things of the world that you don't even know you have the abundant life in you. You don't even know all your needs are met. You are just in absolute hell on earth. So, why? So that is why I am just focusing. I am learning, still learning, day by day learning, and I am just mixing any color that I can find. I have no idea how they are going to unfold on my thing here. There's a lot of ink on this, and I am just playing. I am just going for it. Now there's some red there. I'm going with a dry cloth. You can see there's some things on the other side. So the good news is you can get through life in this realm. In the midst of what is going on in this world and in your country and in other countries, you can get through it, filled with peace and joy and power and wisdom and unconditional love. All you have to do is do not allow the world and fear and things of the world to enter into your present. As I always said, I'm not stupid. I know what's going on in the world. I am just not dwelling on it. I am just doing what I can and are allowed to do today. And I am allowed to do this. Make a video. Share what I am learning. I'm going to put this little thing on as well. And I'm going to put some more leaves on there. I'm going to actually put them like that. And I mean, creating is so awesome. It is teaching us to just let go and allow things to unfold, make peace with what's happening. And you know what I'm doing now? I am just allowing, this is a wet one, to move over the side. So, oh, look at that. Look how beautiful that turned out. That little piece there. Okay, I'm once again running out of space. Oh, on my floor. I need to change my things a little bit. The dry ones can be on my floor, but not the wet ones. So let's just see. This is the last one. So become fearless, man. Life is going to turn out as life is going to turn out. Things are going to happen in your life that you have absolutely no control over. But this is the awesome thing. There is a way that you can get through it, filled with peace and joy, and that is when you just take one day at a time, live one day at a time, and just do not allow the things of this world and what's happening in the world that you can do absolutely nothing about. Don't allow that to enter in and steal the life in you. Why do you want to have a miserable day when you can have a beautiful day? You know, and remember when I told you we were busy financially losing everything, and I was scared and filled with fear and didn't know how we're gonna make it, and I was in a terrible place. That was about 20 years ago. But guess what? Looking back, I still had what I needed to get through each day. Day by day, I got through it. But I was so filled with fear of not knowing how my life is going to turn out, and all those things, that I didn't enjoy my life. But I still got through. You see, you will live your life in this realm till it's time to leave it. But how you live it, that is up to you. How you react to situations, how you choose. That's where choice come in. Choose to react to every day. So now I've ran out of lappies. So let me just press this one. This is the awesome thing. I can just press this. I want to do it then on my music sheet. So you can work between the two. So now I've got the same life. I'm actually sitting in the same house, same garden, same husband, same country. Nothing much has changed except how I look at things. I still don't know where our next money is going to come from, because we both work for ourselves, call it that. We don't get a monthly salary, but we've learned to trust the life in us to provide for us, to guide us, to lead us. So I am now in the same boat, but I've changed. I've learned that, as I told you, looking back, look how beautiful that is. Wow, wow, wow. It's absolutely no use to fear, because I can do absolutely nothing to what is coming and happening except how I view it. Realize, the life in me will get me through this, so I will be okay, no matter what storm hits. So this realm is all about, oh, look how beautiful. Remember, this is that soft little paper that was in this photo albums that I bought. And this was just lying there, and I thought, oh, let me just put that. Look how beautiful that is. Can you imagine that in my gratitude journal? Thank you that I can just be with you, just spend time with you. And now I just need to make an orange one again. I just see I need some to see if I can get something off here. And I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put my leaves there. So can you imagine just ordinary leaves that you get from a tree? This is also a book that I bought, and I just love the paper, so I'm just going to use that to make a print on. So we believe, that's what I believed. I believed when my life is going to turn out as I believe, and had faith, oh my goodness, and prayed and everything to turn out, then I'm going to be happy. But guess what I've learned? I got to become grateful and happy and content where I find myself and find my happiness and stuff in that. Love it, love it, love it. You see, and now I am just going with this. Oh man, I'm taking this off. And then I am now quickly going to look for a piece of white paper, so I can only share with you what I've walked through and learned. That's the only power I have. I have no power if I try to tell you what others are telling me. I went through this. I've learned these things. I had to make peace with my journey, find my joy in this day, in this moment, and start doing those things that make me come alive, feel alive, realize I am alive. Because at that stage, I could not change my situation. I could do nothing about what was happening. All I could do was just getting through it the best way that I can. And that is how I've learned to just become still, trust, and find my joy in this day. So I can live this day absolutely filled with fear and disgust. And let's do the brown paper thing. Whoops, let me just put on some leaves again. Now I've lost my train of thought. Or I can just enjoy my day, what's been given to me. It is long weekend. Most of everyone we know most probably is on holiday, going away. We are at home and our kids are in Thailand. The other kid is in Cape Town, so I can be upset about that. Or I can just find my peace and joy in every day. So guess what I'm doing? I'm making a video, chatting to you, and having a fantastic day. I now am just pressing everything that I can find, just making some prints that I can use for whatever I want later. I don't know. You know, there's just a dark one. Whatever I can do with that. Well, love you lots. Is it from Zester's Lab? You can. I was so consumed with what was wrong in my life, with my life not turning out as I want and planned. I was so consumed with that I couldn't find the beauty that was already in my life, the things that I already had in my life to be grateful for. I missed that because I was so consumed with the things I didn't agree with and didn't want to do and they wouldn't want to go through. And then I've learned, turn away from being consumed with that part and start to focus on what you have to be grateful for. That's where the gratitude journal also comes in. Be grateful. What do you have to be grateful for? What do you have that brings you joy? Do it, savor it, be in that moment, focus on it, and then that, call it energy, call it life, in you will start to multiply, will start to flow, and more of those things will come to the forefront because you are focusing on that. You are not focusing on how hard my life is, how terrible this is, how scared I am. You are thinking about what makes you come alive. You feed that, and the life in you starts to overflow, and you find peace and joy, unconditional love in this moment, this day. So we are going to make it. Precious friend, how? Day by day. Live life as if each day is a separate life. Get up in the morning. Wow, I'm still alive. At the end of the day, go to bed and said, I did what I could. I had a fantastic day. Thank you. And then tomorrow there's another day. And that's how you get through life. One day, 2 days, beautiful days, 3 beautiful days. And then you've got a wonderful week. And then you've got a wonderful month. And then you've got a wonderful year. And that's how you create a beautiful life. Wow. This was a lot of talk. I hope you've learned anything about Gelli Plate printing on cloth and how wonderful it is to create something that just brings out the joy in you. Just experimenting, just playing, just watching and see how this is going to turn out. The same with your life. Just watch, just observe from a place of peace and joy and see how your life's going to unfold. Easier said than done, but we can do it if we just focus on this moment and this moment alone. So what will I do after this? I have absolutely no idea, but it's going to be fun. It's going to feed my soul. I'm going to make sure of that. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab?